Hey guys, welcome back to Healing Intuition. My name is Corie. I am here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Hopefully that was not, maybe I should move the mic. So I am not looking my freshest, right? Home from the gym. I was trying to get some of my 9 to 5 work done, and it's getting to a point in my life on this journey where I can't focus on that until I focus on this and I focus on you guys. So here I am. I was like, I don't have time to take a shower in between all this. I'm very busy. Like, I know you guys know that, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like we're reaching a point as a collective where it's like help me get through all the things that I need to do. And it's almost like there's something that's really, really, really working on exiting your life. You can see it, you can feel it, it no longer resonates. It kind of just goes against everything that you have been working for. So, but then also, just like with my written message earlier, there's this energy of, Saturn is in retrograde, and it's a really good time to kind of look at your discipline, right? Where are you, not disciplined? That could kind of help you stay on track in a way. So I don't know how this reading is going to go. I don't know that if I'm going to use cards or if I'm not going to use cards. I don't know if this is going to be a collective or if it's going to be a pick a card or or what. I'm just going to let it flow, and thank you so much for being here. Any information to book a personal reading with me is in the description box below. If you're wanting to donate, that is also in the description box below. Thank you all so much for your constant support and continued support. And yes, love you all very, 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 very much. So I also feel that this may just be like a collective. There's something that you maybe have been, I think that there's a couple things that are kind of exiting, right? One major thing that's really just trying to make its way out. There may actually, I'm seeing the Tower card. So there may actually be a moment where if you don't allow it to exit, on it, it may just cut you off, right? So if you don't let go, it's going to you're going to be forced to let go, right? It's something, it's just not serving you anymore. It's just not where you're meant to be. So be aware of that, I guess I should say, in a way. Okay. But then there's also this energy of maybe just holding on to people, places, or things that really aren't, that you don't need anymore, right? It's this energy, for example, these cards, right? I can tell you, I don't need these cards, but I'm relying on them because I'm used to it. And I'm also just I feel inside of me that that's what you guys want to see. But I know that they're not really shuffling them kind of helps me bring in the energy, but I know that I don't really necessarily need them to understand and recognize the collective energy and what's going on with us, and kind of give you guys some sort of information as far as that goes. I can, if I want to get a story or something along those lines, then this is nice. But honestly, especially when I'm doing personal readings, I'm sure you guys have all seen that when I'm doing lives and stuff, I don't really use the cards too much. Honestly, if you saw, like if any cards, I usually shuffle, and if any cards come out, they're usually like nowhere near the information that I'm receiving up here, right? Like, or I should say in here and right here, right? It's some of it, yes, but a lot of it, no. Like these cards are just something, I'm hearing like a clutch. So there's something that is like a clutch for you, right? Like that you are just like, you're relying on it in a way that you really don't need to anymore. And a lot of it may actually have to do with making others feel better or more secure in a way. So understand that the right people will come along, right? That there's like a trust thing or something, especially like in my experience, but I feel like it could also be with you, right? But then there's also like, for example, okay, with these cards, like I'm just going to use this as an example, and you take it and put it in your life as it resonates for you, okay? But so with the cards, right, there are also some people that I feel like are leaving my channel, and it's because I'm not digging in deep and finding information about others for them, okay, right? I'm not doing those pick a cards where I'm talking about this person is watching you and this person is thinking about you and this is happening here, and you know, my channel is becoming more focused on healing you internally so you can attract externally your deepest desires, your best life, right? I'm here to help you live a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. And how do you definitely don't do that by focusing on other people. And so I do think that my subscribers are going down in a way because those are people that are still focused on other people, okay? So there is this energy of allowing things and people to exit your life because really, they're just not, they're not on the same trajectory as you. They're not on the same path as you. They're not, they're not focused on the same things as you. So it's okay, because what I feel very much so is that when you allow these things and these people and these places to exit, I feel like there's a bigger crowd that's wanting to come in. And so it's not being afraid of that. It's being able to let go and allow the divine to guide you through this, okay? It's just like anything else. Things are breaking down in order to be rebuilt. So there's something that in your life is not necessarily changing completely, but it's shifting in a way that those people that really kind of like maybe drained your energy or something along those lines, it's just kind of forcing them out in a way, right? Like you're no longer serving them, and so they're gone, they're out. And that is perfectly okay, right? Because we want to be surrounded by, and we want to be supported by, and we want to be involved with people, places, and things that are in alignment and that are supporting us, right? So, there's no way that you're going to become a millionaire sitting on the couch with people who have no drive. I don't know who that was for, but that was for somebody specific or a group of people, right? There's just these people or habits that you're holding on to, and you have big dreams and big goals, and right now, especially while Saturn is in retrograde, right now is really the time to focus on your discipline. Where can you be more disciplined in order to align yourself to call these things in? It literally just takes little tiny changes to make ginormous impacts on your life, right? Like it does not have to be super extensive changes, right? Like you don't have to completely change your whole schedule, but it's little tiny things, right? Maybe, for example, I started going to the gym. Fantastic. I love that change. I don't have time to go for a whole hour, but I make a point to go for like 30 minutes every day. I'm not really like, like pumping the iron or anything like that, but I am going there and I'm working my cardio and I'm treating my body better, right? Because of that, I'm drinking more water and I'm eating more healthy, okay? Because I'm craving that, right? So that change caused this ripple effect in my life that is just going to keep rippling, right? Say, for example, you really want to quit smoking, but you're just not sure. When I was quitting smoking, you know what I did every time that I really wanted to like smoke a cigarette or something? Trust me, it was an up and down battle. So it wasn't like a straight and narrow. It wasn't like I just quit and I just stopped, right? That was not it for me. I would quit for months and then somebody would come around and I would feel their craving, or I would, and they would be smoking and I'd smoke, and then there it was lost again, right? I made that decision and it kind of brought me back, right? That also had a ripple effect. But I found things to do, and now it's to a point where I can be around other people that smoke and I don't want it at all. So it's just about your decisions, right? Because the one time that I made that decision to go ahead and, oh, it's no big deal, I'll just have this one. Well, that turned into another one, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, and then my brain was like looking for it, right? We were searching for it. We were hunting for it. So then I decided, okay, I need to come up with something to do instead of that, right? And it was an affirmation. It was, I don't need that. I don't want that, right? So it's just about not allow. It's mainly it's just. I feel like I'm going on this huge rambling thing, but when we're talking about discipline, it's really important to understand that you are in control. Okay? These temptations, these things, these, whatever it may be, social media, right? Scrolling, right? Anytime you have a free minute, you just, find yourself scrolling or something. That is prime time. That is time that you were just like wasting, right? Because are you really learning anything during those times, right? Keep a book with you. Instead of scrolling, read a book. Instead of scrolling, write something. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, right now is the perfect time to create new habits. So, I'm not even sure what I'm going to call this video because I feel like it's all over the place. But, we need to create new habits and enforce these habits, right? Don't just start it and do it for a week and then and because you're not seeing any immediate changes, you backtrack, right? That's not it at all. You need to keep going, right? You need to make these things just habit, okay? They just become part of you. That's who you are, right? So, I think the main message of today is take a look at your surroundings. Take a look at who you spend your time with, what you spend your time on, and because I feel like a lot of us are really trying to dream big and go big places and just create this happy, healthy, and wealthy life for ourselves. But if we're stuck in the same rut and we're doing the same thing over and over again, that's just it's not conducive. So here is what, right now, all the way up until October, is a perfect time to create these new habits and allow these little changes to unfold in your life in a big way, okay? Again, They don't have to be huge changes, and I'm not asking you to reform your entire life, because I feel like each one of you, really, there's just like one or two things that you could focus on creating new habits, like getting rid of a habit or a person or a place or a thing or something like that. Like, it's not a lot, right? Because you've done a lot of work up until now. But it's just these couple things that are just really shaping your reality in such a big way, and you don't even, it's hard to even recognize how big that is affecting your reality. So I guess I usually don't give homework, but I feel like the homework is to find those one or two things that you could just make those little tiny shifts in creating new habits. You know, instead of going and hanging out with those people that have no goals or drive or anything, because you feel like it's just something to do, right? Find something new to do, right? You are who you surround yourself with. So there's some of you that are trying to pull away, right? You are conscious of this, you are aware of this, and you are trying to pull away. And I am seeing there are people that are just holding on so tightly, right? Just trying to like squeeze their way in wherever they can get in, because it's like they want to, you know, these people see something in you that you are aware of, but you don't necessarily see it in yourself yet. And so they want to come along for the ride, and they just can't. They just can't. So the boundaries are very, very important at this time. Okay? Yeah, because these people, they're going to come back, and they're going to keep trying. All right? They just want to be able to, especially my empaths on this channel. You have an energy that is so magnificent. It is so magnificent. And there are people who honestly, and it sounds crazy, but who honestly just do not function correctly unless if they're able to have take a little bit of your energy, or just be in your energy, right? Like you put off this energy in such a way that it's I hope I'm explaining it correctly, because I don't want you to think that people are stealing your energy, because that's not, I don't think that that's the case. I think that we have surpassed that point of understanding that really nobody can steal your energy, right? As much as they try, it's just not, no. Like, it's yours, and you're protected, and you're divinely guided. And I mean, I guess that's where you I guess you would be giving away power or something along those lines. That's a very touchy subject. All I know is these people are trying hard, right? Anything that they can do. So just pay attention. Pay attention to people's actions. Pay attention to people's body language. Pay attention to people's, and you'll really get the full idea. People are, the more you become aware of others and yourself, sorry. Sorry. Yeah. So, I feel like you guys are very observant at this point in the journey, and you're very aware, and you're able to kind of, I'm hearing like context clues. You're able to pick up on things in context clues and really understand and kind of get a full understanding of who somebody is, or what their intentions are. Believe yourself and trust yourself. That's another big thing, right? A lot of times people will end up just kind of telling on themselves. So I think that's really what I have for you today. It really ended up being just kind of a general message of the energy at this time and what you should really focus on. And I feel like that's yourself at this time, and your discipline and creating new healthy habits, and yeah, being loyal to the journey. Being loyal to the journey. Forgive these people too, also. That's a huge thing. Brain spotting is wonderful for that. And just make sure that you are trying to stay in the highest vibration that there is, that you can possibly reach. And for that, that is love, right? Love is the highest vibration, and radiates the highest frequency. And once you can accomplish that, anything else is possible, right? Okay. All right. I'm going to end this. I have a lot of goosebumps, even though I'm like in a blanket and all this stuff. So I feel like that was very divinely guided. Some people really needed to hear all those different things. I really don't know what I'm going to call this. I may be on live later. We'll see. It's the end of the school year for my kids, so things are kind of wrapping up kind of a little bit crazy. So, but anyways, thank you for being with me, and thank you. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.